NFTs are blowing up right now. They've been blowing up. And I know there was some predictions, especially with like CryptoPunks, when CryptoPunks were like at like $5,000 a pop. People were like, they won't go higher. Then CryptoPunks hit like $50,000 a pop. They won't go higher. Man, now we got 6-figure CryptoPunks. Like, this NFT thing is fire. So clearly Dame's on to something. So let's check him out. Rock with me. Yo, Dame really is setting himself up to be a boss up in this NFT space. I'm actually surprised, but then again, I'm not surprised. All his talk about opening up art galleries and things like that, he clearly has an affinity towards art, and he clearly sees the relationships or the relationship between NFT and art. There is one misnomer I want to clear up before people like watch this and some other videos. I keep hearing people, when they explain what NFTs are, they say that NFTs are digitized art or something like that. Look, art can be minted on the blockchain. Digital art can be minted on the blockchain as an NFT or minted within an NFT. But an NFT is not art. An NFT is a digital instrument that indicates ownership of some asset. Whether that asset be digital or analog doesn't matter. In the case of digital assets, you can actually package the asset inside the NFT, depending on how you build it, or you can have the private key associated with the NFT be used to encrypt or lock, the digital asset. And as it relates to analog assets such as cars, houses, real estate, anything that you can own in real life, you can represent that ownership with an NFT. An NFT is basically a digital contract of ownership of a particular asset. That's all it is. So when you hear people say that NFTs are art, like wash your ears out with soap. Get that out of your brain. That is not, an NFT is not art. Art is just one particular type of asset whose ownership can be represented as an NFT. Anyway, let's check out this Dash video. Let me get this popping.
Reasonable Doubt was the first record that came out of Rockefeller. It set the trajectory for the future of Rockefeller. It represented everything we were doing in that moment. It was the voice of us. It's still one of my favorite albums of all time.
Before it was Rockefeller, we started out independence. That was the spirit of everything we were doing. All the different people from Rockefeller, what they all turned out to be, I'm proud of all of that. Rockefeller represented independence for guys like us. It was like we were a voice, guys that were in the jungle, cut from a certain kind of cloth. What I learned from that period of time is that I wanted to do things on my own. I really got into the artistry of it all. We opened up galleries in Hong Kong, GD172 in Tribeca. Then we had Poppington in the Lower East Side, King Dusko in Charleston, North Carolina, and in LA. And I've always been fighting for the independence of artists, fighting for good taste. And I don't think an artist should have to compromise and give away everything that makes them special just to make a dollar or be seen. And what I also love about this is the artists still get bread when they sell their art, when it resells. And you don't have to talk to a third party to collect. And if I come into an industry, I want to change it for the better. And the thing about this NFT world, I get to empower artists. And I get to be the artist. I get to be Billy Pablo III. But I'm going to be doing exactly what I want to do artistically, as long as it's about love.
And this is going to be the first of many drops. So stay tuned.
Yeah, so this is only my second time seeing this. I don't know if you want to call it a commercial or a marketing plug or what have you, but thought it was pretty slick. One of the things that is interesting, and I'll be talking about this over time, smart contracts on the blockchain. People talk about programmable money and things like that. Smart contracts allow you to program anything in them, and NFTs are basically smart contracts at the end of the day. And so you can program in any asset, like what to do upon any valid event. So if an NFT can be sold multiple times, you can program in the NFT that every time this thing gets sold, a certain percentage of the proceeds goes to this wallet, a certain percentage of the proceeds go to that wallet, a certain percentage of the proceeds go to this other wallet. And that's what he's talking about. Meaning, and I think Hove actually mentioned this in another article that I read, in that, he was talking about Basquiat and the fact that dude is dead. When he sold his paintings while he was alive, they sold, for low prices. Now that they're going for millions of dollars, his family's not eating off that. Where had that been an NFT, every time his paintings got resold and resold, his estate would get some percentage of those proceeds based on how the NFT, was structured. So anyway, I think this is all good. NFTs, obviously, pop culture is thoroughly embracing NFTs. So I think there's a lot more, we're going to see here. So anyway, holla. Until next time.